Hey, this is Mark with the Practical Still. We're going back to the bottle on the Michter's single barrel 10-year-old Kentucky straight rye. This is one of those, it's not a unicorn bottle. I guess I'd call it a near unicorn bottle. They're hard to get. Retails around 140. They routinely trade for 200, 220. It's a fabulous bottle, and Michter's does a bunch of things that I really like. They have a really low barrel entry proof. They treat the barrels more and more expensively than most distillers. They're just doing a lot of things right. This was one I really wanted to try. Oh, look at that. Broken cork. Well, that's no fun. Luckily, I have about 200 corks. I'll find one that fits. It does have bottle wax, and it was one of the toughest bottle wax entries I ever had, and it did take me getting the knife out to get into it. I hate bottle wax. I wish they wouldn't do it. This is a great bottle. It's a pretty bottle. Delicious whiskey, 92.8 proof. It drinks a lot richer than that, and I think that's because of the low barrel entry proof. They don't non-chill filter, but they've got some proprietary filtration process that makes it just has a great mouthfeel to it. So those things combine to something that you just don't get a lot these days. Barrel proofs can be as high as 125. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll put the video up there from when I opened it because I did have that barrel entry proof back then, but it's low. It's 105 or 107, something like that. And that matters. That means there's they proof that down coming off the still. It goes in the barrel. There's more water in it than just the whiskey. And that water and the whiskey ages together, and that's just a different thing. And this has been great. The nose is amazing. I'll tell you, there's one thing I'm curious about, and I haven't had any of this in probably a month or two, but it picked up this weird acetone sort of finish or so in the finish. Let's see if that's still there. It's kind of there. I don't know if that's what that is, or it could be nutty. Could be just, a lot of ryes have a herb or herbal or dill, or this one's not real dilly, but it's minty. Gosh, it is just very good on the tongue. Anyway, if you get a chance for this, at around 140, that's a pricey sum for bottles, even in today's market. I think it's worth it. It's just different. As I sit here, I can't even describe all the things that are going on in this whiskey, but it's just alive in your mouth. You can't pass that up. Now at 220 or so, I wouldn't pay that for the bottle in the secondary market. So at retail, hard to pass up. It's unique because of all those things I said. It's a delicious whiskey. It's incredibly complex. I happen to like ryes. You don't often find ryes aged 10 plus years. When you do, they're a treat. They're different. So this one, if you get a chance, don't pass it up. I've hung on to this one for a while and drunk on it for a long time, milking it out, making it last longer, but it's not going to stay around much longer. Anyway, if you've had the Michter's 10, either the bourbon or the rye, or even some of the older stuff, they do a 20 and a 25, and they didn't distill this whiskey. This was not technically sourced. I think they call it contract distilling. So their recipe, their processes, but this wasn't distilled by Michter's, but it's still delicious. Have you had that older age Michter stuff? What do you think? Do you think all that low barrel entry proof, weird filtration stuff matters? I sure do. This glass says it does. It's delicious. Cheers.